Hi, this is Mhairi and welcome to my third vlog. Thank you very much for all the comments that you've been writing in. I've been so enjoying reading them. Sorry Heidi about your mouse incident. Hope that wasn't too disastrous. It's been such a hectic week this past week that I thought we should talk about something that's been very prevalent in my life, which right now has been not sweating the small stuff. And the thing I think to think about how to not sweat the small stuff is to keep your eye on the goal and not to let out of sight that goal, because it doesn't matter how you get there, it just means that you get there. Like, for example, this weekend on Saturday I woke up and I needed just to chill out for a moment, and I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive and I'm going to take a yoga class. So I drove half an hour to the yoga studio, got there and realised that I was an hour late. I'd misread the timetable, and instead of it being a 9 o'clock class, it had been an 8 o'clock and it was almost over. So instead of driving home and getting sort of irate in my Prius, I drove instead to Griffith Park, which was about 2 minutes away, and I thought I'd just go for a little walk around Griffith Park because my goal was to chill out. Didn't really matter what I did to chill out, I just needed to have a couple of hours chilling out. And so I went for a little walk, and a little walk ended up turning into a bit of a mental hike because I inadvertently took the wrong path. And to say scale a mountain is not an exaggeration. I really did do that. And I kept going up because right at the top of the mountain is the Observatory, which is where you see the stars and things. And I kept thinking about how you've just got to get to your goal, no matter what, really. So I was sort of a little bit philosophical. And I got up there like a sweating beast because I'd left my water in the Prius. And I thought I could get some water in the Observatory, but I couldn't get across because actually at the top of the mountain was a fence, and across the fence were clean, nice tourists taking pictures over my sweating head of the Hollywood sign. I felt like something, the gorillas from the mist. I was some beast. Anyway, the realization dawned that the only way down was the way that I came, which was perilous, darling, you know, really. And it meant that I had to, what I did was WhatsApped my brother Robbie, who often ends up in these scrapes with me. We've almost needed to be airlifted off several mountains. And through me taking photographs of the rough terrain and him being in Dublin through WhatsApp, he advised me on what to do, which was essentially bum slide down the whole way. I'm not saying it was pretty, but it was the only safe option. And what ended up happening was it was just really funny because even though Robbie was in Dublin and he was about to go to bed, I was having some sort of serious life or death mad adventure here in LA, and he was talking me down it, and it was really fun. I felt like we did it together, and actually at the end of the day that's what I needed on Saturday morning, more than a few down dogs and some sun salutations, although I do usually love that. And so I guess that's my thing, is that, you know, you don't know what you need really until you need to be open to something coming in your path that you might not have anticipated, but actually that is the best thing. And you could have never woken up in the morning thinking what I need is to get stuck up a mountain, talk to my brother in Dublin to talk me down it. But actually that was inadvertently what I did need. So has that ever happened to you? Let's start the conversation.